What if you could cut your fuel costs by up to 50% using techniques Japanese drivers have refined for decades? It's not magic fuel, and it's not about buying a new car. These are small habits Japan focused on after the 1970s oil crisis. I've put together 17 tips you can start using today, plus one common mistake most drivers make every day that wastes fuel fast. Number 1 is called the system approach. Chasing a single fuel-saving trick rarely works. No one tip moves the needle enough. Real savings come when multiple habits stack together. Japanese drivers don't use random tricks. They run complete systems. Smooth acceleration, proper RPMs, steady speed, disciplined lane use, correct oil, clean filters, and proper tire pressure. Each habit boosts the others. One alone barely matters. The system approach is small, consistent improvements that add up over time. Start with what's easy, then add more habits, track your MPG, and watch the savings grow. Weeks of disciplined driving turn small adjustments into big gains. Efficiency isn't a trick, it's a system. Number 2 is called the viscosity sweet spot. Using the wrong oil can drop your MPG by 7 points or more. Too thick, and the engine works harder. Too thin, and parts aren't protected. Cold starts make it worse. One car I saw went from 14 miles per gallon to 19 miles per gallon just by switching from the wrong 20W50 to the correct 5W30 synthetic oil. That's $60 a month wasted on bad oil alone. The key is simple. Follow the manufacturer's specs exactly. Use full synthetic for consistent performance, and stick to proper oil change intervals. Right oil, right interval, proper viscosity. Simple maintenance with an immediate, measurable impact. But even perfect oil won't maximize savings if you treat fuel economy as a single trick rather than part of a bigger system. Number 3 is called the steady lane advantage. Weaving through traffic can burn 20 to 30% more fuel for only a tiny time gain, maybe 2 minutes saved. Every lane change usually means accelerating to create a gap, then braking to merge safely, and most of that energy is wasted. The steady lane advantage is about discipline over speed obsession. Watch traffic, stay in your lane unless you really need to move, and let traffic flow naturally. Japanese drivers treat traffic as a cooperative system, not a race, which preserves energy, saves fuel, and makes the commute safer. Even perfect lane discipline won't help if your engine oil isn't right, because wrong viscosity quietly reduces efficiency and performance. Number 4 is called the quarter tank rule. Running your tank near empty doesn't just risk a breakdown. It can quietly destroy a $600 fuel pump. Fuel pumps rely on gasoline to stay cool, and low fuel exposes them to air, causing overheating and premature wear. Sediment in the tank can also get sucked into filters and injectors, leading to $400 to $800 in repairs. Cold weather makes it worse, as gas shrinks when it gets cold. The rule is simple. Always keep your tank above 25%. This protects the pump, prevents sediment problems, and quietly preserves efficiency. Keeping the tank safe is step 1. Step 2 is driving behavior itself, because aggressive lane changes secretly burn more fuel than most realize. Number 5 is called the no-topping trick. Topping off your tank after the first click can cost hundreds in repairs, $200 to $500 for your car's evap system, just for a tiny extra amount of fuel. Modern cars recycle fuel vapors, and overfilling floods the system, contaminates it, and can trigger check engine lights. Extra fuel also expands as it warms, often venting harmlessly or messily out of the car. You end up paying for fuel that never goes anywhere. The trick is simple. Stop filling when the pump clicks the first time. This protects your fuel, preserves the EVAP system, and avoids costly repairs. It feels counterintuitive because most think more is better, but enough really does save money and headaches. Driving too close to empty has its own risks, though, so balance is key. Number 6 is called the vapor seal. Fuel can evaporate even when your tank is closed, and a loose or damaged gas cap lets it escape into thin air. Modern cars recycle fuel vapors, but a bad seal wastes gallons quietly and can even trigger a check engine light. The fix is easy. Inspect your gas cap for cracks or worn gaskets, and tighten it until it clicks. A $15 to $30 replacement protects fuel you've already paid for. Gas cap discipline stops invisible losses. But there's another mistake at the pump that's even more common, where drivers actually push fuel out while thinking they're saving money. Number 7 is called the hidden choke. A dirty air filter can cost you 5 miles per gallon without any warning lights. When the filter is clogged, the engine gets less air and compensates by using more fuel. The car still drives normally, but efficiency drops quietly. Cold starts are the worst, and I've seen trucks drop from 21 to 16 miles per gallon in just 6 months because of a dirty filter. A $15 replacement fixed it in 2 tanks and stopped a $50 monthly fuel leak. The hidden choke is simple to fix. Check your filter visually during oil changes or monthly and replace or clean a reusable one as needed. The payoff is instant. Less wasted fuel, smoother starts, and better performance. Even perfect airflow won't help if something as simple as a loose gas cap is letting fuel evaporate. Number 8 is called the octane truth. Many drivers think premium gas gives better performance, but that's just marketing. Octane only measures knock resistance, not energy. If your engine doesn't need high-octane fuel, buying premium is wasting money. It won't give more power, better efficiency, or longer engine life. The rule is simple. Follow the manual. Use 87 if it's recommended, 91 if required, and regular if acceptable. Japanese drivers treat this seriously, and their wallets benefit. Every extra dollar spent on unnecessary fuel adds up fast. Choosing the right octane is important, but even perfect fuel won't help if your engine can't breathe freely. That's where the air filter comes in. Number 9 is called the zero MPG habit. Idling wastes fuel. Modern engines don't need long warm-ups like old cars, yet people still let their cars run while parked. Every second of idling burns fuel with zero progress, just heat, noise, and wasted money. In winter, it's worse because engines run richer when cold. The rule is simple. If a stop lasts more than 30 seconds, turn the engine off. Starters are built for it, and the fuel you save far outweighs any wear. Engines warm up faster when driving gently, so moving even slowly is more efficient than idling. Long lights, train crossings, drive-through lines, all are opportunities to save fuel. Auto start-stop systems exist for this reason. Fighting them just recreates an old, expensive habit. Cut unnecessary idling, and you eliminate pure waste. Number 10 is called the load swap. Air conditioning is often blamed for poor fuel economy, but the real issue is how you use it. AC puts a steady load on the engine, but open windows at high speeds can be even worse, acting like parachutes and forcing the engine to work harder. The trick is shifting the load intelligently. At low speeds, cracked windows provide enough airflow with almost no fuel cost. At higher speeds, close the windows and use AC on recirculate, which cools air more efficiently. Fans help too, moving air so you feel cooler without extra engine strain. The key is balancing airflow and AC so the engine isn't fighting 2 battles at once. Misusing this is one of the fastest ways to waste fuel, especially in traffic. Number 11 is called the drag tax. The faster you drive, the more air pushes against your car, and most people don't realize it. Above city speeds, air resistance matters more than weight, and the engine burns extra fuel just to push air out of the way. Roof racks, bike mounts, cargo boxes, and even window deflectors make it worse, even when empty. At highway speed, a single rack can cut your fuel economy by 5% or more, and the effect grows fast as speed increases. Manufacturers design cars to be aerodynamic, but any extra accessories undo that work. Taking them off between trips is easy and saves fuel every month. But drag isn't just outside. There's another habit inside the car that also quietly wastes fuel. Number 12 is called the deadweight tax. Extra weight in your car doesn't just slow you down, it costs fuel every time you accelerate. Every stoplight, on-ramp, or small speed change makes the engine work harder to move mass you don't need. About every extra 100 pounds costs 1 to 2% in fuel, and it adds up fast when you carry tools, sports gear, or the junk you don't use. In smaller cars, it hits even harder because the engine works closer to its limits. Weight is a quiet fuel drain that builds up all day, and it's one of the easiest things to fix if you just remove what you don't need. Number 13 is called the cold tire reset. Underinflated tires quietly waste fuel, even if you don't notice it, and the TPMS light only comes on when it's already too late. Tires naturally lose pressure, especially overnight, and low pressure makes the engine work harder to move the car. The cold tire reset is simple. Check your tires first thing in the morning before they heat up. When the pressure is correct, the car rolls easier, steering feels tighter, and fuel isn't wasted on invisible drag. A quick 5-minute manual check keeps your tires and your fuel efficiency optimized. Number 14 is about the engine's efficiency band. Most drivers watch speed, but fuel use is really decided by engine RPMs. Too high, and the engine spins faster than needed, wasting fuel. Too low, and the engine struggles, burning extra fuel quietly. The efficiency band is the sweet spot where power and fuel use are balanced. Usually in the middle, not too high or low. Watch your tachometer. If revs climb, ease off or shift. If they drop, give the engine a little help instead of forcing it. Manuals make this obvious, and automatics adjust through throttle input. Modern engines stretch the band a bit, but the rule stays the same. Keep the engine comfortable, not overworked, and you save fuel. Number 15 is called purpose acceleration. Many people try to save fuel by accelerating slowly, but that actually wastes more fuel. When you creep away from a stop, the engine works hard at low power, which is inefficient and uses extra fuel. Purpose acceleration is simple. Give the car one smooth, confident push to reach cruising speed, then relax your foot. Not too slow, not a sudden jab, just a controlled push that gets you to speed quickly. Once you're at cruising speed, stay calm. Efficiency comes when you arrive at cruising speed quickly and hold it, because too much throttle wastes fuel and too little traps you in the wrong gears. The key is short, intentional acceleration in the engine's efficient zone. Number 16 is called the momentum lock. Most drivers think fuel is wasted at high speed, but it's really wasted when your speed keeps changing. Every little throttle push or brake tap uses energy you already paid for. Smooth drivers save fuel without even trying, and that's the idea behind momentum lock. The goal isn't to go slow. When the road opens up, your right foot should stay calm. Ease off whenever you start creeping faster for no reason, and resist the urge to surge on small inclines. Cruise control and adaptive systems help because they make smoother adjustments than most humans. Speed is expensive to create but cheap to keep. Lock it in once, then protect it. But this only works if you know how to build speed the right way in the first place. Number 17 is called the 3-block vision. Stop waiting until the last second to react. It feels like careful driving, but that's actually when fuel disappears fastest. Reactive driving makes you accelerate, then brake, wasting fuel in the process. The 3-block vision is simple but takes practice. Look at the road ahead, not just the car in front of you. When you see a traffic light or brake lights far away, start adjusting your speed early. Often, lights will turn green before you reach them, so you barely need to brake. Let your speed drop gradually instead of stopping suddenly. This method saves fuel and makes all the other driving tricks easier, but it only works if your speed stays steady.